I just saw something on the floor and I saw that Mazzy looked at it and then she just walked off. I picked it up. It could be a diamond, Mazzy. It's massive.
Yeah, it could be.
It's either glass or a diamond, but we've got it now anyway.
Yeah.
And honestly, if it is a diamond, we're obviously going to be handing it in to the local police because that's what we do. Right, put it in your pocket, love.
Do you want to see this little bridge?
I think there's a jeweller's over there. We'll go check it out. So, Will Carlin came from here. I don't know if Jazz is... oh no, it's spelt differently. Jazz was a silver medalist. Winning 2 silver medals for swimming at the Olympics, so I've named these steps after her. And then you've got McKeever Bridge, named after the gold medal kayaker. Holy Trinity Church.
Is this the one you're looking for?
No.
Oh, it's not.
In fact, there's a sign there saying to the Saxon church. I don't know if we're even going to go in there, I don't know.
This looks like it could be it, but I don't know.
We definitely
it's not that up on top of the hill, is it?
No, don't panic. It's not going to be that far.
That looks like a church.
I think it's just behind this one. Come on.
Oh, I'm not going up that hill.
Neither am I. Because that isn't the one. It's just behind this church here. Panic over.
Saxon Church of St. Lawrence.
St. Lawrence. The door is open. This is the Saxon Church. A very, very old church. Let's have a quick look inside.
No graves. Oh.
So
Wow.
We've stepped back 1,000 years.
Wow.
Chairs have held up well. Yeah, that looks nice. I don't know how old it is. I can't be bothered reading anything. But it is nice. Very high ceiling for the size of the building. And coming in here to your main... Ooh! Watch that step.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so they've stuck 2 incredibly old bits of something on the wall. It's just the fact it's so old, isn't it?
I can't believe the condition it's in, really.
Well, it's obviously been very heavily restored.
You can't notice that, though, can you, as such?
There is an information leaflet there if you want to read about it, but I can't be bothered. Very old font, probably 1,000 years old. Don't know what that is. 1,000-year-old boot scraper, who knows? Yeah, I like it. I have got one fact which I'm going to get wrong for you.
Yeah.
This Saxon church, right, is right across the road from the Holy Trinity Church. And they didn't even know this existed until the mid-1800s.
Why?
Apparently the vicar over there noticed something over here which just looked ancient, and they did some research. I think someone was just living in it.
Well, I could spot it was a church over there. Do you remember me saying?
Yeah. But for some reason, they didn't know it was a church until the mid-1800s, and it's all been restored now back to its former glory.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
So families just lived here in as a house. Why did it take them all them years to work that out? I think this building here used to be like the almshouse of its day, Mazzy. Then they turned it into a girls' school and then a boys' school.
Ah.
And over here you've got Abbey Mill. I don't know, I just get excited every time I see the word Bradford, because that's where I'm from. In fact, I want someone to say, "Where are you two from?" And I'll say, "Bradford." Not your Bradford, the Bradford.
And I'll be proud to say Bury St Edmunds.
Where Green King come from. We have noticed there is a lot of plaques on the wall for you to read.
Yeah, a lot of history and little stories and stuff.
It's just none of them have been incredibly interesting, so we haven't shown you them all, but they are there. You know, it's nice that they give you that. Look at these. It's quite cool. Some more famous people. Are you ready? I've still got about 5, Mazzy.
Oh, get him out of the way.
I think I need to reel some off. Let's start with Hugh Scully.
Don't look at... He always looks at me for a reaction. Unless if I know him.
You would
you're not
know
gonna
him.
Get a reaction.
You would know him if you saw a picture. Hugh Scully was the presenter of Antiques Roadshow. He's died now.
Well, I used to watch it. I don't know if I know the name.
He was born here.
Yeah.
Henry Shrapnel.
Shrapnel?
You've heard of shrapnel? What is shrapnel?
Like bomby bits and stuff.
Bomby bits. Bomby bits. Henry Shrapnel, the guy who invented the shrapnel. What is it? Shell. The shrapnel shell. He's from here. Born here. Yeah.
Okay.
Back in 1761 he was born here.
Yeah.
Simon Green, Mazzy, he lives here still.
Who's
Simon Green? The guy who wrote Prince of Thieves, Robin Hood.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Last but not least, I'm serving it.
Oh.
Just been looking in another charity shop.
Yeah.
Some proper designer stuff in them.
Yeah, some nice
the men's.
gear. Yeah, a bit more expensive, but you don't mind paying it if you find something nice. I don't mind.
It looked like good quality stuff, didn't it? And then there was another shop there. It said, what was it? Pre-loved men's clothes.
Men's clothes, yeah.
And I says, I bet that's expensive. And you looked in the window, and all the price tags were turned over, so you couldn't see how much they were. And then I walked past. I did see a blanket for 52 quid.
Yeah, but it might have been like a Burberry blanket or something.
It might have been loved. It might be pre-loved, but it'll never be loved again, Mazzy. I can tell you that now. Not 52 quid. Right, last one then. Last people who've come from here.
Yeah.
A band formed here. Jesus Jones. They formed here.
Who's that?
Who's Jesus Jones? Are you joking?
No.
Do you feel real? And if so,
Not
I'd like to
again.
know.
Not
I'd like
again.
to feel real. Do you feel real? And if so,
Get
I'd
away
like to know.
from me, you weirdo!
Come on, everyone's heard of Jesus Jones, haven't they?
No.
I think it was about 1992, that one. Future gold medalist there somewhere. There's only one more bridge they can name after him. So this is an interesting little vegetable plot. There's a sign there and it says the soil was covered with cardboard. Cardboard. And I think that is proof that you should never cover your veg plot in cardboard.
Don't be mean.
It's all dead, Mazzy. You won't eat any of that.
Right, we're taking a walk along the river. We're heading towards the barn.
I think it's the Tithe Barn.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
We're trying to decide whether to stay here again tonight.
Yeah.
And then we can have a drink this afternoon because it is a lovely day and I do know there's some lovely pubs on this river or canal.
Yeah, possibly, we'll see.
It's either that or we drive for an hour towards the next town and be ready for tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
which I'm not keen on doing, but we'll see.
we'll see. Just have to show you how beautiful it is walking on this riverside. You've got the old church there with the Saxon church behind it, but this house here, there's a beautiful statue of a horse in here. And this pillar thing here on the river, it's gorgeous.
It's like a boatside veranda thing. It's just so pretty here, isn't it?
It is lovely.
Yeah.
Just contemplating where we're going to put it on our lists of like. I'm at the moment swaying towards just above Stamford. It's very similar to Stamford, but a much smaller version.
But that's difficult. You're not explaining. In other words, what you're saying is it's coming second then after Bradford-on-Avon.
Well, maybe I am.
There you go.
Maybe I
So
am.
this could be our second favourite place
So far.
so far. Yeah, it's got a lovely feel here though.
Now, we are having battery trouble again. Running out of battery. So I think the problem is the actual GoPro battery which came with this, every time I put it in it says it's below freezing, which it can't possibly
It can't be. No, it's not.
The only ones which are working are the 3 copies. One of them's dead in the van, one of them's died on us not long since, and we're now on his last battery.
Yes.
So I think what we need to start doing until we can get some more and sort the problem out is carrying a little charger in the backpack and be charging them as we're going along.
Yeah, it's the only way to solve it really.
Until we get some more.
Yeah, and if anyone knows why our GoPro battery is saying it's too cold, Let us know.
Yeah, too cold. It's certainly not.
And it's certainly not.
It's
no.
about 10, 11 degrees. So we'll just come to this country park area.
It's lovely.
This is where the barn is, just behind it.
Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
People feeding the ducks.
Sitting down here having picnics. It's beautiful.
And there's an old bridge here. You can't see it from where we are very well, but an old pack horse bridge going over there. So yeah, we're just checking the barn out behind here. It's getting quite busy now. It's that time of day where everyone's got the winter jackets on and thinking, oh, I wish I didn't bring the jacket because it's getting warm. It's lovely. You've got a little cafe down there. These very old looking buildings. But the best is still to come. Look at this.
This is free. This is such a lovely day out for the family. Come down. It is, isn't it? It's beautiful here.
It's the entire town. It is just lovely.
Yeah.
On a summer's day. And
Yeah,
we've got the best of it because we haven't got the massive crowds because it's not summer, but we have got the weather.
No, we've been in a barn like this before. I don't think it is this
No, we haven't been in this one,
No,
but we have been in one very similar to this.
it's not.
Very nice. Just want to get a football out and play though. Set some goalposts up at each side. So before we tell you, have a good guess how old this is. Are you ready? Are you ready? We're going to reveal it now, so I hope you've had a good guess. They don't know for sure, but they've done timber dating on the timber on the roof, and they reckon it's about 1350, the timber's used on this.
Yeah.
It's old.
It was all reconstructed and stuff in the 50s. If you come down here, I'll show you a picture of it there. So this is what it would have looked like during the reconstructioning of fixing it up and stuff.
Okay, I wish they'd have kept it like that.
Yeah, in a kind of
Beautiful.
way. Yeah.
This is what I was reading. The timber's between 1334 and 1379. Bradford-on-Avon. What did you think, Mazzy?
Very, very nice. Had a lovely feel about the town. I absolutely enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, it's not your biggest towns. It's actually one of the smallest, actually, isn't it?
That's why I liked it.
Yeah, but it was covered like there was a lot of sort of history there, wasn't there? I wouldn't say tons, but there was history, there was character, had parks, it had I think the whole town is based on the canal. What?
Oh, I'm just trying to talk.
Do you want to start this again?
Nope. I was just going to say, it's the views more as much as anything.
Yes.
It is so beautiful.
Yes.
All the walks you can do on the canal and the Riverside and to the barn.
Yeah, even the barn. I mean, that was just a magical little lovely secret place as well, wasn't it? And then you've got all like your little pubs and restaurants all along the canal. River.
Canal River.
Canal River. Because there was a river there as well, so it was quite confusing.
Downside, traffic again, very busy.
Yeah.
I can imagine in summer it's a nightmare walking around them streets because it was pretty busy yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was early morning.
Yeah.
But we'd definitely go back, wouldn't we?
Definitely would go back. The only downside for me was but this is just optional anyway. We opted to actually, what's it called? Park there basically overnight, didn't we?
We did.
And it wasn't the best spot. I mean, the spot was lovely.
It was on the road, that's the problem.
Yeah.
And you got cars whizzing past and your van had shake.
And when I say whizzing past, I mean you're holding on for dear life thinking they're going to smash into you.
But we were the only motorhome there, but there must have been 10 vans, camper vans along there. Lots of vans.
Yeah, definitely room for about 30 if you started from the top to go to the bottom. So.
But it was, I think you'd struggle for a spot in summer.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
And that was about 15-20 minute walk outside of Bradford-on-Avon. We had to walk along the canal to get in there. But lovely, absolutely lovely.
Really nice place. It is actually now on our second best. That's how much we liked it.
Yeah, just below Stratford-on-Avon.
And above Stamford.
Yes.
So
something about ons and up-ons. Avons we like.
Yeah, it just seems to be nice. Yeah, what was that one? Oh yeah, Stratford-upon-Avon, wasn't it?
That's his favourite so far.
Yeah. I still don't know if it's going to be beaten. What do you reckon?
I don't know, there's a lot of places to go yet. Whilst Mazzy isn't here, do you want to see a trick? It's a really cool trick. I've got a little plastic coin there, yeah? I'm going to put it into this little machine. Yeah? So you push it in and it's there. It's in there, yeah? I did this on Mazzy the other day and she wasn't that impressed, and I don't know why, because it's a fantastic trick. See it? It's gone! It's gone! It's gone! It's gone! It's absolutely fantastic! I got rid of it, Mazzy.
Bring it back.
It's gone.
I want it back.
No, it's not real anyway. Oh, go on then, you can have it back. Magic. Magic. I've got some more magic tricks as well, but I can't work them out from my little magic trick box.
These are tricks.
We got this from that shop. Can you remember what was it? Something Alley or not an alley?
Yeah, it was Ali. This is for 6-year-olds.
No, it says you've got to be over 6 to use it. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what it was. Was it called Magic
I can't remember where we were.
Stamford-upon-Avon.
Stratford-upon-Avon.
Stratford-upon-Avon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it got me wanting to do some more tricks. I used to do some tricks. I used to do some really cool card tricks. You know, like David Blaine, where I could get you to pick a card, put it back in the pack, throw it at the window, and it'd be stuck to the outside of the window. I could do that trick.
I've asked him to do it, and apparently he don't know how to anymore.
I can't remember. I could learn it again, and I probably will, because I am... This is what I've decided. I am going to become a magician.
Right, do you want to bring him over here? Let me just briefly show him what I'm up to today.
Oh, yeah. Now, it is Sunday. It is football day.
Yeah.
Liverpool. No live today. Liverpool in the cup final against Chelsea. So, no live today. What we've decided to do, we're not going to a town today, we're just chilling out in a lay-by. And what are we doing, Mazzy?
We're having Sunday dinner, of course. It's Sunday, isn't it?
We haven't done this for a long time, have we?
No.
A proper Sunday lunch. What are we having?
So today we're going to be having goose fat roast potatoes.
What? Goose fat roasted
cooked in
potatoes?
goose fat, roast potatoes. We're going to also have a little bit of mash. Everything's homemade. Sprouts.
Hang on, let's just mention the sprouts. Can everyone...
No, we're not mentioning the sprouts.
We are mentioning the sprouts. Can everyone say it in the comments, please? Right.
We know how they need cutting.
When you do sprouts, you have to put a cross in them, yeah? Where do you put the cross? Mazzy just puts them anywhere on the sprout. It's got to go in that bit, hasn't it? Am I right or am I right?
Yes, we've had this conversation before. Everyone will tell me there's going to go in the bottom, but I do mine up the top, okay? We're all different. We all can do it any way we want. It's my dinner and I can cut my sprouts the way I want. Right, you coming back now?
Yeah, I'm
Trying
back.
to embarrass me today. Right, so we're also going to be having honey parsnips, roasted parsnips and roasted little baby carrots. Now we've got a cauliflower cheese. I couldn't make one really today. I got too much going on, so we've just gone for this.
Okay.
And it's smaller. That's the reasoning why, because it's going to go in the oven.
And we don't mind putting things in the oven because we've got loads of gas.
Yes, that's why we're treating ourselves today. Carrot and sweet little tiny blob of mash with that. I don't really know why we got that really.
British.
More vegetables. I'm just going to tip all these in with those.
What is it, a vegetable selection?
A sort of melody thing, yeah.
It's got broccoli and it's got cabbage and it's got peas.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll just boil all that up in a saucepan. You wanted some of these today, so we've gone for
You
Yorkshire
can't have a Sunday
puddings.
lunch without Yorkshire puddings.
Yeah. And for the meat, now we both wanted beef. But the joints they sold in Sainsbury's today were huge, just for a family of like 10.
I'm very disappointed in Sainsbury's, to be honest. I don't want to shop there again if we can avoid it.
Why?
It just didn't have the selection we like.
It was a small Sainsbury's. It was.
I just don't like
the one
it.
we went to yesterday was a very small. No, I love Sainsbury's.
I don't.
So anyway, we've opted for an easy option: roasted chicken in a bag.
In a bag?
In
Oh,
a
that's going to
bag.
melt, Mazzy. That's going to melt.
Look, mind your fingies, and it's got stuffing and stuff. So it's just an easy job. Well, I say easy job, but yeah, it's going to be nice.
We've also got some horseradish, and you still haven't told me Have we got some mint
yeah,
sauce?
Look.
We ain't got any mint sauce? You are joking. You're joking, aren't you?
No, we got some. Now
Yay!
you're going to stink of mint.
Mint sauce! So I'm going to have a Sunday lunch mint sauce soup.
Not me.
In a mint sauce soup.
Yeah, come back later once I'm sort of dishing up and stuff, see the end result.
Oh, we're going to show them it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
And just getting back to the battery problem we've been having, it is the GoPro battery which is at fault. Put it in and it just keeps constantly saying it's too cold, it's below 0 degrees, even though it's 10 degrees, and it's not working. It does work, but it does say on the screen, when you press record, the screen won't work. So you can't really tell if it's recording or not, so you don't trust it. So that's no good to us. We forgot to tell them what's for pudding.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Well, nothing extravagant, really. I suggested apple crumble and custard, but you weren't too interested, was you?
Like a strudely thing or something, wasn't it? Apple strudel, noodle.
Well,
apple,
you've got
noodle and
this, and then we got a
I've got a trifle all to myself.
See, now I broke my fridge. And then we got these. Yeah, I literally broke my fridge now. These, which
Oh, you did get it. Fruit snoodles.
Yeah, they feel really big and heavy, so I hope we got some custard.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Yeah, one each.
Okay, so I've got a fruit schnoodle
Yeah.
and a full raspberry to myself. A raspberry trifle. I've got to eat that myself because Mazzy won't eat it.
Oh, yeah.
And we haven't got a fridge, so it needs eating today.
Because I don't like cream.
So that's what we're having
Yeah.
today at, I don't know, maybe 3 o'clock. And then at 5 o'clock for tea, we've got leftover pizza from last night. Look at that. Ooh. I'll tell you what, it was a lovely pizza.
It actually was, yeah.
From Domino's, but the manager, he was a pig. I'm sorry to have to say. I really...
I'm not getting involved, I wasn't there.
I nearly got in a big argument with the manager. He was refusing to give me a deal, which was on the piece of paper on the front desk. Right. He says, you have to order that online. I says, well, I've tried to order it online, but it wouldn't accept my card online for some reason. It says I have to come into the store to order it. And from that moment on, he just did something on his computer. Right, what pizza do you want? What else do you want? What? And then he was just like mumbling. I says, what? What? And he said it about 3 or 4 times. What? I says, I can't understand a word you're saying. He wasn't English, he was foreign. But he was the manager. And he was really getting on my nerves, and I was clearly getting on his nerves. And I was texting Mazzy saying, I'm going to have to say something to him when he hands me the food at the end. I'm waiting till he's handed it over because he'll spit in it. And he didn't hand it over. He got some young lad to bring it because he knew I wasn't happy.
There was something wrong with the website. We'd rather do it online, wouldn't we? So you don't have that kerfuffle and wait, because then you had to wait for it then, didn't you?
But, you know, it was just a special treat yesterday, Domino's, rather than cooking. It's not something we get very often, but it was absolutely beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very nice, yeah.
So anything orange and green, Mazzy, you can have it. I'll just have the brown and beige things.
Well, actually, you love Brussels sprouts, so don't pretend you don't. See, you're smiling. See?
I'll be honest, I do love Brussels sprouts, especially them. Have you ever seen them at Christmas? You can get them in frozen in a bag with horse chestnuts mixed in.
They're not nice.
Oh, they are.
No.
Horse chestnuts in sprouts are amazing.
The best ones actually is when they come properly on the stalks, you know, from a farm. You go to a like
just
vegetable. No,
just
no,
saying,
the
more
quality-
expensive.
No, them bags are rubbish. They turn into mush. They're horrible, actually. Quick tip, I've told this tip so many times. Best way to make roast potatoes, parboil them 10 minutes. Shake them up in the pan with semolina. But you can use flour if you can't get your hands on this. And yeah, they're going to be lovely, fluffy, roasty, crispy potatoes.
Or if you can't be bothered doing all that, just buy yourself a Mazzy.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, Mazzy, while you're on. I forgot to say about my my Domino's pizza experience.
Yeah.
When I walked out, They only went and offered me a job as a driver, didn't they? After all trouble I'd had in there. Couldn't believe it, the cheek.
12 quid an hour, that's not bad.
I think that's bad. £12 an hour isn't bad, but that includes tips.
No, that's your tips
I'm down
on
here,
top of
Mazzy, I'm
that.
down here.
Yeah, sorry, that's your tips on top of that though.
Yeah. No, that's including your tips.
And you get £1 per delivery as well.
Okay, so you get £1. Alright, that ain't too bad.
You know, we tip well. I'm sure others do as well.
Yeah, but you're not listening to me. You don't get to keep your tips. That's
think it does.
No, £12 including tips.
No, it means it's include also on top of that some tips.
How are you reading that, people? Is the £12 including your tips, or do you get your tips as well? Before we do go today, Mazzy, I must tell everyone about my dream last night.
Go on then. I'll continue doing what I'm doing.
I got a dog. Got a dog in the dream. Now, I've just been looking online to try and find out what kind of dog it was. And it is one of these, but it's more of a light beige colour, you know, like a very light brown. It's one of them. It's an Irish setter. Beautiful dog. And it were only a puppy, but it was still big. And his dad were enormous. And I came back to Mazzy. Basically, it was going to be homeless. Someone says it's homeless. We're going to have to... Do you want a dog? I says, well, I'll ask Mazzy, but I think it'll be too big for us. So I asked Mazzy, and she said, no, it's too big. We agreed it were too big. So they were putting it on eBay. And then Mazzy says, well, why don't we just keep it until it's sold on eBay? We weren't selling it on eBay. It wasn't our fault. It was just in a dream anyway. It didn't happen. And Mazzy said, well, let's just keep it until it's sold on eBay, and then we'll give them it back. And then in that time, you know, if we really do like it, we could have it ourselves. So we kept it. We ended up keeping it, Mazzy. It was our own dog. Yeah, we kept it. Kept it.
That.
An Irish setter.
Try before you buy.
Try before you buy. So we now have our own Irish setter. And just a quick reminder to all you patrons, silver membership and gold members and family members, we have a new Patreon video on tonight. What's it about, Mazzy?
It's called The Wheelchair Rescue.
Oh, it's where your leg was so bad.
It's to do with the start of our whole trip of the best and worst towns. No, you can't tell them. They'll have to wait and see.
Okay, if you want to go watch that.
It's called The Wheelchair Rescue.
You have to be a patron or a family member, so get over there. If you are any of them, just go over and watch it now. I'm going to put them on immediately, so you can. It's live now for you to watch. And thank you very much for your support. We do appreciate it. Right, you can't see us, T.
No.
Because it's not going to be ready till 4 o'clock, I've just been told.
Could even be a little bit later. We'll see, we'll see.
I'm sure I told you 3 o'clock, didn't I?
I was on my toes then. Look, you'll have to come back down here now.
So we'll catch you all tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll show T in tomorrow's vlog.
Okay. You all have a lovely evening. Let's all keep us fingers crossed for Liverpool winning Chelsea, beating Chelsea tonight and winning the cup.
Yeah. Hold on. Link in description if you do want to go over and see our family members and friends and Patreon video. And also we are definitely going to see you next Sunday. So be there or be square. That was really corny, wasn't it?
Honestly, I haven't said that since I was 7 at school. Bye-bye.
Bye.